Hey guys, this is Naji Assafiri and Paria Pourmozafari on the Business Club. Whether you're an employee, a business owner, or a fresh graduate, a student, or anyone that is seeking career and business tips,
this is the show that will guide you to your goal to achieve a better you, a more informed you, and give you a new perspective on seeing things.
And now, let's get down to business. Business Club. You lead.
We follow up.
Today we will be mainly talking about what are the good qualities to look for when hiring an employee.
We will also interview Doniet Kurikordi, who is the operation manager of Sound Club. He will be sharing with us his strategies and ideas.
And we will share with you the success story of Scott Harrison. All of this and more after this short break. And we're back, everyone.
Hello, guys.
This is Naji and Paria on the Business Club. So now we're talking about, for the subject of the week, is what are the good qualities to look for when hiring an employee? One good quality which is very essential is the long-term potential. I mean, if you want to hire someone and train them and invest your money, invest your time in them, and trust them, give them all that time and effort, if they're just going to quit their job after a month and leave you, then all your effort is gone.
But how are you gonna know if they're gonna stay long?
You know, a very good way of finding out if this employee is committed usually is to look at their resume and check in the past jobs that they worked in, how long did they stay in each job?
Yeah.
And a very good another way is to do a probation period. And basically,
I think that part, I mean, it's okay, it's good to see their CV and see how they were doing with the previous jobs.
Yeah.
But I don't believe it should be the only way to look at their, ability. Maybe they didn't really find the job that they wanted in the past, but now they got it in your company, you know?
Yeah.
So you're gonna give them a little bit time, which is called?
Probation period, yeah. Definitely, I agree, Paria. Sometimes people have circumstances, but that's why we shouldn't judge too fast and check up on them. What other thing do you think a person should look for when hiring an employee?
I think the next and very important thing is passion. What do you think about that?
Passion. Well, passion is important because there are two reasons. If you have an employee that's just there for the money, for the sake of paying his rent and getting his bread, he's not going to be working from all his heart. We all know this, but the most important thing is that a person with passion will do more than what you wanted from him. More than what you asked for him.
But don't tell me you're gonna keep the employee overtime and expect them all to do the same, and that's how you call them a passionate person, huh?
Well, that shows, you know, it depends on if it's an emergency, if it's not an emergency. Of course, there are some types of managers that just keep the employees for the sake of annoying them, and that's totally wrong. But if there is an emergency and your employee bails on you, then this person is not passionate about your company or his job.
You know, I heard in some countries, some companies, they don't let the employee stay long time, and they don't indicate this as a passion. If the person just stayed for a long time, maybe 12 hours, 14 hours a day, that doesn't really mean that they are passionate about their job. They understand that each employee has to work on the working time and have some rest so that they can have a better performance in the next day.
Definitely, sometimes overworking your employee can damage your company. Instead of taking advantage of his extra time, maybe the next day it will be a disadvantage to your company.
So, I believe the way you can indicate their passion is to see and observe how they are putting their skills into action.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Definitely. I mean, there are some people that are just talk and no results. And that could be very annoying for the managers to give promises and not achieve anything.
Or they have written a lot of languages that they know, a lot of skills, computer, I don't know, whatever, in their CVs. But when they come to work, you just see them just working and no real result from work. And they leave at the end. Nothing new, no new benefit for the company. So
just showing up from sunrise to sundown, that's it. definitely they need to put their skills into action, use their skills to benefit the company. Another critical, very important thing is giving credit to others. What do you think about that?
Definitely. You know, in everywhere around the world, there are different positions in different companies. So I can see that when you don't really focus on your position as a manager or director and get more familiar with your team and give credit to other people and appreciate what they do, it's gonna really work.
Definitely. There's a lot of people in high positions or even some people in low positions that get the job done and start being very selfish, taking all the credit for themselves. I did it, it was my idea, me. And then they forget the rest of the team, and this can damage a company.
Even if someone has done a little bit of the job, but it's a key. It might be a key.
Definitely.
So we have to appreciate every team player in any project, I believe.
Yeah. So the 4 points are long-term potential, enthusiasm and passion, putting skills into action,
and giving credit to others.
Exactly. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this sector of our program. Stick around because we will have, tell them what, Paria?
I'm gonna tell them that this was the topic of the week, and I hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned because we're gonna have an interview with Doniet, the operation manager of Sound Club.
And Melaskai.
And Melaskai.
We will have him, and we're gonna have a very special interview because this person has he has been in this position for such a long time, has a lot of experience, and he will share with you his methods.
Lot of stories.
Exactly. Okay guys, this was Naji and Paria, on the Business Club. You lead.
We follow up.
Stick around, we're coming back after this break.
And guys, we're back. This is Paria and Naji on the Business Club. And now we have Doniet, the operations manager of Melaskai and Sound Club.
How are you, brother? How are you doing it?
Hi, nice to see you guys. I'm happy to be back here again.
Oh, we're really happy to have you on the show. This is Donet's first time on the Business Club, but this is not his first time on M Radio. He was also on the Thursday night show. We remember your great advice on that episode. I'm really happy to have you back here again.
Welcome, Doniet.
Nice to see you guys.
Any show on M Radio we do, we have to have you, man.
I'm happy. I'm proud to be here again.
Great.
It's our pleasure.
So I'm going to start with the first question, actually. So I want to know how long you have been in this career and how is it going? How did you start it, actually, the best way?
Let's say already 10 years now, 4 years in my country, and already 6 years, end of this month, 6 years in Erbil. I remember 1st of April 2012. I came a supervisor in a hotel. It was hard and a long time to reach until here, but I like it. I do it with love and passion.
So in general, 16 years?
Let's say 10 years.
Okay,
10 years, wow.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think working in this position for so long is because you are passionate about it or because the pay is high?
I'm too much in love with that, sometime even for free, no problem.
Yeah? Great.
With all these problems that are
listening,
happening?
guys,
all these problems, no problem.
If you have any place you need a really good manager, operations manager, events manager, don't just might do it for free if he's in a good mood.
The most patient one.
Catch me at night, a couple of drinks, and maybe I'll say yes directly. Yeah.
And now I just want to know, how was the job for you? Did you have any conflict as a foreigner starting and continuing this position in Kurdistan?
When I start to work in nightclubs, let's say 2014, at the beginning was so hard because it was the beginning of nightclubs, was something new, a new system on the door, a new system on entrance, a new system in reservation, because at the beginning, most of the customers didn't accept the idea that you should call to make a reservation. You should be a couple, you should be a mixed group, you should pay entry fee, there is a special program. So at the beginning, just, yes, little bit. A couple of questions, like, who are you?
Can I ask which one of those things has changed?
I change it.
Okay, good.
I'd be more flexible now.
All right, good. Like
Because
you're letting everyone come.
No, I cannot say let it everyone, but I can deal different way. Because in the time I was so hard and so strict.
Yeah.
Do you still have reservations process?
Yes, I still have it. But on the door, I manage with hostess. I manage with the staff to be a little bit more flexible, because we cannot change 100% the mentality and the concept here, because it's still early and still young.
Definitely. And this is a really funny question, but a lot of people wonder, do you let your staff drink at your workplace?
No, I cannot do that, because it's different from restaurant or the cafeteria. When it comes in nightclub, you should focus too much.
Okay.
You should focus and you should be strong and fast and everything, except the TJ. The TJ I cannot stop.
Can I ask one short question?
Inside the TJ stage, it's not part of the bar.
Okay.
What about when it comes to the shots?
To the shots, we can make a cheers. Not one bottle, but
Something simple.
Yeah, some cheers with
hospitality.
special, because there is a birthday, there is a different celebration. So
yeah,
as a welcoming, sometimes
You can't just bring shots for your friends and say
yes,
without doing
yes,
with them.
definitely.
yes,
Cheers.
has to be like
Okay.
that.
some people might get offended.
Has to
So-
be like that.
Yeah.
One very interesting thing for me to know is, what are the key positions in the bar or bar restaurant that you have to have from the beginning, from the scratch?
One bartender, one TJ, one supervisor. This is the
Bartender,
key.
DJ, and supervisor.
This is the key. Without this, you cannot. But strong one. Should
One
be
bartender, one DJ, and
one supervisor for
What
the
about
floor.
the waitress or waitresses?
This is a second.
Okay.
But this is the main position. Like I cannot without them.
Okay.
Even I have 3 of them. I'll go by myself. Continue with them, so we can do the job.
Nice.
Yeah. This is actually out of the questions we have prepared for you that just popped into my head. If there is too much pressure in your workplace, do you mind waitering yourself and helping out your team?
I have to do that.
You don't mind?
I have to do that because the operation needs me. The people needs me, and we cannot let the people to wait or to have misunderstanding or to leave the pressure on the bar.
Yeah.
Or because every time you will have issues, small issues on operation.
And it's fun sometimes, right?
It's beautiful. I love
As
it.
long as you are
I
passionate
love
enough
it.
in
I
your
love it.
job,
I love
yeah, I think it's good.
Sometimes I'm ready to remove even to put the uniform and to be back with them.
Nice.
What do you prefer to hire for waitering? Female staff or a male staff, and why?
As a donut, I'll go with the males.
Really interesting. Why? Why
yes.
is that?
More hard worker, not lazy, not problem with the hair, no problem with makeup, not coming late. So with the guys are more stronger. Sorry
Yeah.
for Paria, but sorry for Paris, yeah, but I'll work with the guys because here it's still early. It's still early for a lot of reasons. I'm speaking in Erbil,
Yeah.
in Kurdistan. I'm happy to save the guys.
What about your guest's opinion? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, okay, it's your opinion to have guys.
As the
Yeah,
waiter.
this was
Yeah.
mine, but for sure, in normal bars, ladies, yeah, it would be nice to have them.
Because some people in the Middle East, if they have their girlfriend with them, they might get a little bit sensitive.
So that's why I stay with the guys who don't have misunderstood. This is the point. But again, it will be nice, but slowly it will come better.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have a short break and we're gonna come back soon to have the rest of the questions with Doniet.
Stay tuned. Don't change the channel.
Okay, guys, we're back with the rest of the questions with Doniet so that he can share more stories about him and his career. And one more important question I'm going to ask you, since I've been here for many years, like 4 or 5 years, I've been witnessing that a lot of bars and restaurants have been opening and closing, right? And they are always like having almost the same programs, theme nights. Like, I don't really see something very different. What about you? Are you going to have something different, a plan or an idea that will actually make your place shine comparing to the other competitors?
Well, all of us, we know the situation. It was not stable in general, the financial one. So I see this and as a main reason, the financial and economic side, because of it's not easy to have a bar. It's not easy to rent a place, to pay the staffing, the electricity, the security. There is a list of costs that is not easy to keep a bar. Maybe a lot of people, they see it's easy, you can open it, you can have money, you're gonna have too much money, easy money, but it's not like that. It's not what the people see from outside. But again, I like it. Since 3 months after New Year, there is a lot of bars. I don't see it as a bad for me. I manage 2 places. I don't see it as a bad thing. I love it because as much as we have competition, as much as the business will be stronger day by day, because everybody's trying to be better than each other. So I'm ready for that, and I like to be in this competition.
But you still didn't tell us what are your ideas.
Now we just started the project of Sound Club, for example, with different DJs and not in one DJ. Before I was playing with one DJ all the night. Now I play with 3 DJs, 3 different DJs in night. Before I was operating until 2 o'clock. Now let's stay until 4 o'clock morning.
Wow.
So the hostessing, some different stuff, the atmosphere, and the theme night, it will come later on because Ramadan is coming.
Oh, yes.
So we should take some rest. And after the summertime, we have some 2 more projects, surprise. I cannot share it now. It's for
Wow.
summertime, so
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fine.
we should be in touch.
You reminded me of a good question, actually. So what about the timing? Is it going to be the same for every bar or no? How can you get the permission to still stay open until a longer time?
The point is, when you get a license for nightclub and bars, you don't have problem for timing. It's in your hand when you choose. All of us, we make not a deal in paper, but between us, like agreement. Until 2, it was fine. But we see that people, they still want to stay, party and drink.
Right.
So next step, we jump it. And this month we started until 4 o'clock morning. Let's see the situation. I hope so will be same in Europe and America and other countries. Like maybe I should have to open at 12 and I should close at 6 o'clock morning. I'll be happy to do that also.
Especially for now that people start coming at around 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Which I don't like.
Why do you think, in your opinion, people started to like to come late?
Because this is how it works. Actually, I like that. I cannot say to people or to some more bigger than me, but this is the way everywhere. You go in a pub, you go in a normal bar, you go in a sport bar, you eat something, you drink something. This is how you start. And actually, the main time to go in nightclub is 12:30, 1 o'clock. You know.
So that's the difference between a club
Yeah.
and a
Pub or
bar.
sport. Yeah.
Bar. Okay.
This
Yeah.
is-
Good.
You know, a lot of people here just call all of them disco, and they don't really know the difference between
No.
them. I hope some people.
I think started will be
Yes,
started
definitely.
because as we see what I told you, these 3 months are new outlets open. Now we have restaurants, we have bars, we have sports bar, we have pub, and I'm telling you, after Ramadan we'll have some new projects, so we'll have all the kind of concept in Erbil. After that, the customers choose where they feel more comfortable.
That's awesome. I'm
Nice.
really excited about that.
Yeah,
And how's the business right now in Kurdistan?
I feel better since 1 month and a half. It's going
it's got better.
better. After a little bit space went down before New Year, but February and later on, I feel a little bit better.
And did you have a good business during the Nowruz time?
It was nice. It was nice days.
Any pick? Any like?
Not a booming because Nowruz is more in outdoor and family and barbecue. So the weekend was nice. Let's say Thursday night, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Because people can stay up until
Yeah, I see.
at least 4.
I see them excited when they enter in. I see them excited. I see that.
They can spend more time,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
So, why do many bars have a lot of securities and still problems are happening? What do you think? What is the thing we can fix about it? Like, we don't want to see any fights anymore, right?
And
Nobody wants to see
Some
them.
places don't have security, but nothing happens.
No, all the places they have security. Maybe you don't see them, but for sure they have. First, there's a rule from government. You have camera. You have camera first.
Okay.
After that, you have security, and directly everyone of security working for you, they are registered in as Asian police in Ankawa, in Erbil, wherever is their location. But maybe you don't see them.
Okay.
There are some like not uniform, but they are in corner watching. And for the time being, every place should have security, minimum one.
Minimum.
Yeah. About fights and problems that's still happening, it's different reasons, and we are trying our best to fix it. In last time we had interview together about the nightlife. This is our job, to deal with customer, to deal with security, to deal with the problem, the management, owners, and everything. And it will take time a little bit more because the nightlife, the alcohol, the party in general, it's still young, still baby. So we are growing it, and we cannot say like there is a system. How can
If we apply, there's going to be no problem.
Zero? No, not yet. Sorry, I feel sorry for that. But until now, part of my job is also security.
Yes, we didn't know
operation, in operation to deal,
yeah.
to check the door, to check who is little bit drunk, to check any kind of issue happening inside the bar.
Do you encourage your security team to be aggressive, serious, or do you encourage them to be friendly and patient?
I encourage them to don't be friendly with anyone, because security, it's like police, should be like police and army. This is how they'll protect the customers better.
Okay.
strict,
Doing their job, not smiling, not joking with anyone, checking, and that's it.
Okay, good. So as actually the ending question, I would like to hear and let our listeners hear you about what your advice is for those who are interested to work in a bar or a bar restaurant. What do you think they have to follow or they have to have as a skill? Any kind of advice that you can have for those people.
Especially for operations manager, your profession and specialized.
Not only in bars and F&B in general,
Yeah.
but in any kind of job, you need the love and the passion of that.
Okay.
If you don't love something, don't ever do it. Don't enter in that business. This is my first point, how I train the staff, from the housekeeping to the main bartenders to any kind of position. If you don't love it, don't do it. So first you should love it. You should see it like, this is you are the owner of the place, not me, not another one. In the bar, in the TJ stage, in the floor, in the public area. The first thing I tell to them, I give you this job, this is everything what you should do. I don't come anymore, this is yours now.
Beautiful.
This is yours now, this is your bar, take care, same for your room, same you do for your home.
Show me what you got.
This is the way. No, I see. I don't give pressure too much, but this is yours. So make it as nice as you can. Passion and love.
Do you do training as well?
I should do that because every time as I told you, we have more competition. So
course.
maybe we have new cocktails, maybe we have new theme party, new decoration, new way of service. So every time we should update.
Perfect.
Mr. Donat and our brother Donat, we are very, very happy that we had you on the business club. And you shared with us in details very specific strategies and methods and on how you run your business. I really appreciate your honesty.
Thank you,
and
Donat.
for being so open with us with all this information, because a lot of people don't know this, but this information doesn't come by day and night. It's from lots and lots of years of experience.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for inviting. It was really a pleasure, and I'll be back again. I like this place.
Definitely, you are
We hope
welcome.
so.
This is your home.
I
You know
like this
that.
place, yes. Congratulations for you also.
Thank you.
so much.
Okay, guys, that was Donat, the operations manager of Mela Sky and Sound Club.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. And we will stay with us after this. We will have the success story of Scott. If you want to find out who's Scott Harrison, stay tuned on M Radio. If you guys wanted to see the interview with Donat, if you didn't hear it from the beginning, you can check it out very soon on YouTube. Check out our website first, mradioiraq.com, mradioiraq.com, sorry. And then you will find our YouTube to see the interview. You can see the video and listen to in details if you wanted to repeat it. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, guys, and we're back. And I want to say welcome to the listeners that just tuned to the Business Club. And now it's the time for the success story of Scott Harrison.
Scott Harrison of Charity Water. When Scott Harrison was 28, he realized he was selfish scumbag. While on vacation in Uruguay, he thought he had satisfied himself.
He didn't like the fact that things like toothpaste had better marketing companies than life-saving causes. There were a few other things he thought he could change. So at 30, Harrison founded Charity Water.
Which brings clean water. Branding today, Charity Water has funded 3,962 water projects in many different countries.
Harrison's goal now is raising $2 billion to help 100 million people in the next 10 years.
So basically, this guy Scott Harrison, when he was in his 28 years old, guys, this guy was kind of happy. He had a BMW, he had a bit of fun, and he was on a vacation in Uruguay. And like it said in the article, he was a scumbag because he didn't really care about anyone else. But it's really funny how a commercial like toothpaste raises attention that there are more important things in life.
Life-saving causes.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yes, and the people didn't care about that. And now after he cared about providing clean water to all these, because you know, like in Africa, and there are many places, even here in Kurdistan, if you go to Mosul, there are many places that do not have clean water. And you need these companies, these water system companies, to clean it. So he cared about the cause in general, and that's how he became as rich as he is now. I mean, raising $2 billion.
How long did that take, Naj?
Well, actually, it took him around only 3 years for him to just blow up, because when he started this company while practicing this type of work in the charity, he started getting a lot of donations for his projects because he's caring about good causes. But he has a plan for the next 10 years, and I really like that about millionaires and billionaires. They don't think about tomorrow or a week or this month. They think 10 years ahead.
By the way, do you know what he was doing before he got the fame?
I think he was just on a vacation in Uruguay, right?
No, he was a club promoter.
Oh, okay.
In New York, yes.
Oh,
He
okay.
studied in New York, and then he worked as a club promoter in New York for 10 years.
Okay. Well, you know, it's really weird how someone from promoting a club that would go to something like water and supplying water to people. I mean, that is really weird. And this is why they say in the age of 20s, don't worry, fall, you get back up. And this is what the Business Club is all about. It's for all different ages. But here we can see that just from 28 to 30, 2 years, bam, this guy changed his life, changed his career, changed everything he did. And that's Scott Harrison, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed his story. This was a successful story on the Business Club. This is the first episode with Paria Pourmozafari being my co-host. I'm really happy to have you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
You really did a great deal today to the show. Raised it up.
Thank you.
With your questions for Donut and your opinions in the topic of the week. I'm really happy.
My pleasure. I'm so happy being here with you, and I hope we're gonna have more
episodes,
more episodes, yeah, with successful people so that they can share their stories with us.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm really sure you guys enjoyed Paria's voice more than mine.
I'm not sure.
On the Business Club. Let us know what you thought about this episode on our page, M Radio 105.5 FM. It's very simple, M Radio 105.5 FM. Or you can download our applications, M Radio Iraq, on Android and on iOS. What kind of phone do you have, Paria? iPhone or Samsung?
Of course, Samsung.
Oh, I'm Samsung too. So if you're Samsung, you can download it. If you're iPhone, you can download it. M Radio is not racist. Our director's phone is iPhone. We have mixed. This was the Business Club, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was Naji Assafiri and Paria Pourmozafari. Business Club. You lead.
And we follow up.